In 2026, the modern refrigerator is often viewed as a set-it-and-forget-it sanctuary for food preservation. However, recent food safety audits and microbiological studies suggest that our home appliances are frequently the primary breeding grounds for foodborne illnesses. Just because a product is cold does not mean it is safe. Here are the 5 most common culprits in your fridge right now that could be putting your health at risk. 1. Pre-washed bagged salads and leafy greens. The convenience of triple-washed bagged salad is a staple of the 2026 diet, yet it remains one of the highest-risk items in your refrigerator. The primary danger lies in the processing. When large quantities of greens are washed in communal vats, a single contaminated leaf can spread pathogens like E. coli, salmonella, or listeria to thousands of bags. Furthermore, the moist, anaerobic environment inside the plastic bag is a perfect incubator for bacterial growth. Even if the bag is kept at the correct temperature, any slight bruising or cut in the leaves releases nutrients that feed bacteria, allowing them to multiply rapidly before the best-by date even arrives. Health experts in 2026 recommend that consumers stop relying on the pre-washed label. The safest practice is to wash your greens again at home under cold running water, even if the bag claims it isn't necessary. Additionally, pay close attention to any sliminess or liquid pooling at the bottom of the bag. This is a clear sign of cellular breakdown and bacterial colonization. Once a bag of salad is opened, the risk of contamination increases significantly as it is exposed to the air and microbes within your own kitchen. 2. The bottom shelf thawing meat drip. Cross-contamination is the leading cause of food poisoning in the home, and the meat drip is the primary vehicle. Many people store raw chicken, beef, or pork on the middle or top shelves, or even in the meat drawer, without a secondary container. As meat thaws or sits in its original plastic wrap, microscopic tears or condensation can cause raw juices to leak onto the shelves below. These juices are often teeming with Campylobacter or salmonella. If these fluids land on a bowl of fruit or a container of leftovers that won't be cooked, you are ingesting raw pathogens directly into your system. By 2026, the bottom shelf rule has become a non-negotiable standard for food safety. All raw animal proteins should be stored on the lowest possible shelf in the refrigerator, ideally inside a dedicated plastic bin or on a lipped plate to catch any potential leaks. This prevents gravity-fed contamination. Furthermore, you should regularly sanitize the shelves of your fridge with a diluted bleach solution or a food-safe disinfectant. Cold temperatures do not kill these bacteria, they merely slow them down. Without proper containment, your refrigerator becomes a delivery system for pathogens that can cause severe gastrointestinal distress or long-term health complications. 3. Open jars of condiments and forever sauces. Most people treat condiments like ketchup, mayonnaise, and pesto as if they have an infinite shelf life once opened. In 2026, this is a dangerous misconception. While the high acidity or sugar content in some sauces can inhibit bacterial growth, others, especially those containing eggs, dairy, or oil, like mayo or tartar sauce, are highly susceptible to spoilage. The most common risk comes from double dipping or using a knife that has touched other food items and then placing it back into the jar. This introduces crumbs, saliva, and external bacteria into a moist environment where they can slowly colonize. Mold is another significant concern with open jars. While you might be tempted to scrape off a small fuzzy patch on the surface of your jam or pasta sauce, the reality is that mold roots, hyphae, can penetrate deep into porous foods where they are invisible. Some molds produce mycotoxins that are heat-stable and can cause chronic illness. As a rule of thumb for 2026, any condiment that has been open for more than 3 months, or any item showing even a speck of mold, should be discarded immediately. Always use clean utensils when serving from jars to maintain the integrity of the product and prevent cross-contamination. 4. Forgotten leftovers in opaque containers. The leftover trap is a common occurrence in American households. We often pack away dinner with the best intentions, only for it to be pushed to the back of the fridge behind newer items. In 2026, food safety guidelines emphasize that leftovers have a strictly limited window of safety, typically 3 to 4 days. Beyond this point, the risk of Staphylococcus aureus or Bacillus cereus increases. These bacteria can produce toxins that are not destroyed by reheating. If you find a container and cannot remember exactly which night it was packed, the only safe option is to throw it away. To mitigate this risk, use clear glass or plastic containers so you can easily see the contents without opening them. Labeling containers with the date they were prepared is also a vital habit for the modern kitchen. Many people rely on their nose to tell if food is bad, but most food poisoning bacteria do not produce an odor or change the appearance of the food. You can eat a piece of 4-day-old pizza that tastes perfectly fine, but is actually harboring a dangerous level of pathogens. Maintaining a first-in, first-out system for your leftovers is the best way to prevent your fridge from becoming a biological hazard zone. 5. Deli meats and slimy cold cuts. Deli meats are a primary source of Listeria outbreaks in 2026. Listeria is a particularly hardy bacterium that thrives in the cold, damp environments found in deli counters and home refrigerators. Unlike other pathogens that cause immediate vomiting, Listeria can have an incubation period of up to 70 days, making it difficult to trace. When you buy sliced turkey or ham, the surface area exposed to the air is massive, providing ample space for bacteria to attach and grow. Once the meat develops a slimy film or a slightly sour smell, it is already heavily contaminated. Even if the meat looks and smells normal, the window for safe consumption is narrow. Once a package of deli meat is opened, it should be consumed within 3 to 5 days. For those in high-risk groups, such as pregnant women, the elderly, or the immunocompromised, health officials in 2026 recommend heating deli meats until they are steaming hot, $165 F$ to kill any potential listeria. Simply keeping them cold is not enough to guarantee safety. Be wary of the convenience of bulk buying cold cuts. Unless you plan to freeze them or eat them within the week, you are inviting a silent and potentially deadly pathogen into your daily diet. Master your kitchen's safety. Your refrigerator is a powerful tool, but it is not a magic box that stops time or biology. In 2026, the responsibility for food safety has shifted from the manufacturer to the consumer's home management habits. A clean, organized fridge is the first line of defense against the pathogens that cause millions of cases of food poisoning every year. Vigilance is key. Regularly cleaning your appliance, checking its internal temperature. It should be at or below 40 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius, and being ruthless about discarding questionable items will keep your family safe. Food is a source of life and joy, but only if it is handled with the respect its biological nature requires. Treat your fridge as a high-stakes environment where order and cleanliness are the standards. By staying informed and proactive, you can ensure that the food you eat is as healthy and safe.